Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tristan, because I don't have a nickname. In today's video, we're going to do a beginner lesson on pentatonic minor and pentatonic major shapes to get you guys improvising and soloing. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look. So basically, what we're going to look at in this video for like a beginner to get you guys like improvising and soloing is going to be some pentatonic scale shapes. So the first one that we'll look at will be the pentatonic shape in the key of E minor at the 12th position. So it's going to look something like this. All right, so to go over that, also, I'm in E standard tuning, which is just E, A, D, G, B, E, going from the low E string down to the high E string. Okay, so looking at that shape, we're starting with the 12th fret on the low E string to the 15th fret on the low E string, and then we're going 12, 14 on the A, 12, 14 on the D, 12, 14 on the G, 12, 15 on the B, and 12, 15 on the high E. And it doesn't really matter which finger you use. You can use your pinky or your ring, whichever one you choose. Okay, so that's the first, the main pentatonic minor pentatonic position. Okay, so the next thing we'll look at will be the, it's called the pentatonic blues scale. So all we're going to do is take our pentatonic scale that we just played, and we're going to add one note to it. And it's going to look like this. All right, so going into that, so like I said, it's the same exact pentatonic scale that we played before. We're just adding one note. So it's going to go 12, 15 on the low E, 12, 13, 14 on the A. That 13 is that note that we add. So 12, 13, 14 on the A, 12, 14 on the D, 12, 14, 15 on the G. There's that note again. 12, 15 on the B, and 12, 15 on the high E. All right, and once again, that can be moved, anywhere on the fretboard. So once again, going back to the A, or even we'll go to a G. So this is in the key of G, 3rd fret, starting on the low E. So it's the exact same position, or exact same pattern, just at a different place on the neck. All right, so now we'll look at kind of extending the pentatonic, that minor pentatonic up some to like an extended scale. So this is what that's going to look like. All right, so once again, same thing, 12, 15 on the E, 12, 14 on the A, 12, 14 on the D, 12, 14, 16 on the G, 15, 17 on the B, 15, 17, 19 on the high E, and then we're going to come back up to the B string and go 20 to 17. And the reason that we're ending right there, landing on that one, that is going to be an E. So that's going to be a root note in our E scale. So the 12th fret of the low E, that's an E. The 14th fret of the D, that's an E. And the 12th fret of the high E, that's an E. Also the 17th fret of the B. So those are all your root notes. Okay, so we went up this way, so let's extend it down some. So what we can do with that is going to look like this. All right, and that's just going to be 10-12 on the low E, 10-12 on the A, 9-12 on the D, 9-12 on the G, 10-12 on the B, and 10-12 on the high E. Okay, so if we look at all that, so we have it extended down, we've extended up, and we have our core shape in the middle. So all that can be put together. So, you know, just throw something together here. So if you see, all that's in the same key, all that can be put together. This is in the key of E minor. So if you wanted to go to E major, a cool little thing you can do with the pentatonic scale, it's the same exact position or same exact shape, pattern, but all we're going to do is you're starting on the 12th fret of the E for E minor. So if we want to go to E major, we're going to count down 3 frets. So go 1, 2, 3 to the 9th fret. And we'll start on the 9th fret and we'll play the exact same pattern that we did for the E minor pentatonic. And now we're in major, so that's E major. And same thing, extending up and extending down. So you can move that pattern, those two patterns, you know, counting down to go to your major and that core pattern of the minor, you can move that anywhere up and down the fretboard. And that's just going to be like your key is going to be pretty much, you know, wherever you start at. So your 5th fret, that's going to be an A. If you want to start on your 3rd fret, that's going to be a G. So say you want to go to a G major. Okay, so we're starting at a G, so we're going to count down 3 frets. So 1, 2, open. So that's an E. So our G major scale is the exact same as our E minor scale. So you can play all your E minor licks in the key of G major. It's going to sound good. So one thing I recommend doing with this, especially since this is a beginner video, you guys just like, you know, play around with these scales, you know, work them up and down, get your fingers used to them, get your ears used to them. And then one thing that really helped me when I was, you know, starting, I learned off of YouTube, off of videos. There's tons of backing tracks on YouTube, and you can find them for the key that you want. You know, there's different tempo, and just play a backing track and play the scale along with it. You know, pick a, like we were just talking about G, you know, if you want to play in G major, then find a G major backing track. And just, you know, play around. And what that'll do, that'll not only help your fingers get more used to the, you know, the pattern, but also your ears. So you'll become, or you'll notice that you're just thinking about things a whole lot more musically instead of just, you know, just going up and down that pattern, because that can get really old. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're first starting out, but you know, you want to progress and push yourself, and the more that you do, you'll find that, you know, you're taking off a whole lot faster than you probably thought you would. You'll find that when you play with backing tracks, you'll find notes that sound good, and you'll find some that don't. And that's just all part of it, you know, just playing, getting used to stuff, and getting used to the way stuff sounds, and figuring out what works and what doesn't. And there's no better way to do that than to just play around. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe, please like the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. And if you guys have any videos that you want to see done, post it in the comments, and I'll try to make a video on that. Hope this helps. Thanks.